Today we're going to be discussing digital versus physical planners, the pros and cons of each, different options you can choose from on both sides, and based on everything we discussed, you can decide which one is best for you. Let's start with the classic, most commonly used type, and that is the physical planner, which is also my personal favorite. I'm sure most of you know if you watch my videos. I love me a good physical planner. But let's discuss some pros. I feel like there are so many positives when it comes to using physical planners. The first one that comes to my mind is it's more comfortable to use in a professional setting. What I mean by that is you don't have to lug around a laptop, your phone, a tablet, and look like you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. Y'all know how our bosses get a little uncomfortable. Even if you really are using a planner on your tablet or your phone, it looks a little off. When you're in a professional setting, you're supposed to be away from your electronics, not distracted. So I think that is a huge pro. Another pro is that they come in so many different shapes, sizes, colors. There are just a wide range of different options and even places that you can purchase physical planners from. Now, another thing about physical planners is that they are less distracting. Now, come on, y'all have to admit that there are so many times where you probably pick up that digital planner and you end up on Facebook, TikTok, some type of social media type account when you should be focusing on your planner, right? I mean, I know I have. So using the physical planner, I feel like we can focus a little bit more. But this actually brings me to the cons of physical planners. Using a physical planner usually comes with a lot of wasted paper. Even if you do use this entire thing up, once this is used up, you have to buy another one. That's kind of a lot, you know what I'm saying? So if you're someone that's big on recycling, the economy, or I'm sorry, the environment, then this may not be the best option for you. Another con is that they are a bit more pricier than digital planners. Well, I guess the format that you use or the device that you use is more expensive. But once you actually purchase the individual planners within your phone or your tablet, your laptop, those are usually a lot more cheaper than it comes to physical planners. So you will be spending a little bit more over time. Another con is that they are not always as accessible as our phones and other devices, which is really sad to say, but I'm sure we all always have our phones on us for the most part, unless you're in the office. But it's not as easy to carry these around like in our purses when we are traveling, going to the grocery store, and you may want to make a to-do list. Our planners can get super bulky and in the way. So that is also another downside. But I feel like that's a pretty short list of downsides, but I don't know. Let's continue on to the digital planners so that you can make that decision on which one is best for you. Y'all listen, this may be because of my bias, but I could only come up with 3 pros for digital planners. I mean, to be honest with y'all, I feel like the pros that I've listed for the digital planner may be a little bit more profound as opposed to the physical planner. You can decide for yourself. But I couldn't come up with that many. But the first one that I thought of was the price. We talked about this a little bit, but it is more expensive purchasing physical planners over time. Though you do have to purchase the device for your digital planner, and that is more expensive initially, but it's a one-time purchase unless you have technical issues with it or whatever. But again, you can get insurance. But you're making a one-time purchase for the device, and then the actual planner you put on your phone or your tablet usually costs anywhere from 99 cents up to maybe like $10 or $12, depending on how big of a planner or of a layout you get. But over time, it is cheaper for digital planners. It's also a lot better for the environment. You're not wasting paper, you're not wasting a bunch of different products and devices and pens and all these different accessories. For the most part, you're just getting that one device and then purchasing the digital planner to go inside of it, or the app for your phone, whatever it is. Another pro is that it's a lot easier to access it when you're on the go. All of us, I'm sure, have our phones with us. You may even have your tablet, your laptop if you're at work. You always have, we're living in the digital age now, so we always have some type of device with us. When we're at work, we're on our laptops. When we're out at the store or just going out about our days, we have our phones with us. When we're sleeping in the bed, we have our phone with us. So you literally have a planner that's always on your hip for the most part. Now let's get into some of the cons. which kind of goes into the accessibility. Another con of digital planning is that you usually can't use it when you're at work. You may have a type of clearance job, or you may just work somewhere where electronics are just absolute no-go, right? So because of that, they are harder to use in the professional setting, and they're also more distracting. Now, pros and cons aside, let's talk different planner options, different layouts you can choose from, companies you can go to purchase these planners. And let's start with my favorite, of course, the physical planner. There are so many different places you can get physical planners from. You can go to any store, really, go to their book section, and there's usually some type of basic formatted planner there. Walmart, TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, Dollar Tree even. Wherever you go, there are also some online options like Amazon, Etsy. Now, if you want to be a little bit more fancy, you can go to some of my favorite planner companies where you will be spending a little bit more. It may not be a basic planner, which can range anywhere from $5 to $15 to maybe $20. But if you want to invest a little bit more, get something nicer, that's a little bit more durable, nicer paper, you can go to places like Erin Condren. There is Emily Lee, Kiki K planners. There are so many different planner companies you can go to, and they will have pre-custom made layouts. You can only choose from like a select amount of layouts. Like they may have the vertical weekly, the horizontal weekly, daily layouts, the monthly planner. If you want to give a little bit more pizzazz to your planner, if you want to be super special and customize it to your liking, you can go to places like Golden Coil or Plum Paper, where you can physically customize your planner from the inside out. You can customize the cover, the coil color and size, the paper on the inside, the layouts, the titles within the layouts. I mean, the sky's the limit. You can add different custom sheets within that planner if you want to do that. So, and I do love doing that as well. It does come at a higher price, and it'll also take longer to get your planner. You can't just run to the store and get it same day. Of course, it'll take a couple of weeks to get your custom planner made, but I truly believe it's worth it in the long run. If you're a planner girl like me, if you love using planners, and being able to customize it is a game changer. Now, let's also talk about, I feel like these are more so like the professional setting type planners, but these are also my favorite. I feel like I love a beautifully crafted leather planner cover. Now, these you can also get in many different shapes, sizes, types. And the cool thing about getting yourself a leather cover, though you may have to invest initially because they can range anywhere from $50 to $200. In the long run, I feel like they can be cheaper if you decide to print your own sheets. You can purchase different like PDFs on Etsy or different planner sites. You can even custom make some yourself on sites like Canva or just somewhere online, and you can print them yourself. So you're just investing in the outside cover, which you can get from places like Cloth and Paper, Notique, Moterm, Louis Vuitton, even different designer companies sell them too. Again, you're investing initially, but in the long run, if you make your own planners on the inside or just purchase super cheap PDFs and print them at home, you're going to be saving money in the long run. So those are the different options you can choose from for physical planning. So let's talk about digital planners. What are the different types of digital planners you can use? Where can we get them from? So really for the most part, the same places. A lot of the places I listed may have options for digital planners as well, but the most popular place to go for digital planners is Etsy. You can go on Etsy and get any type of format or layout for your phone, for your tablet, for your laptop. They come in different types, styles, colors, sizes, and they're cheap. They're customizable usually. And I feel like it's a really great option for people that just want to save money and want to get something super easy and quick and nothing that they have to be super tied to like these more expensive physical planners. If you're using your planner on your phone, you can go to the App Store and just type in planner and get a planner there. But my ultimate favorite, I am not a big digital planner girl, but lately I have been loving Trello. I don't know if you guys have heard of them, but Trello is it's an app that you can use either on your phone, your laptop, or your tablet. So it goes for all ranges of devices. And you basically make different lists. But the way you customize it, and I'll show you here on the screen, but the way you can customize it is you can almost make it into a planner. And I absolutely love, oh my gosh, I'm going to do a separate video on Trello, you guys, to show y'all the ins and outs, how to use it, how to create your own layouts for, you can make an all-in-one planner, you can just make a daily planner, different checklists for throughout the year, goals, whatever it is, you can put it here. So this is my favorite way because it goes across all devices. I can use that same list that I have on my phone when I have my phone with me. If I'm at work, I can use my laptop so I don't have to have my phone out with me. You can use it on your tablet, whatever it is. And I feel like it's so helpful. It's simple, it's easy, it's not all this fancy or multiple different confusing pages that can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes if you're new into planning. I think Trello is a really good one to start with, and it's free. If you don't get the upgraded version where you can add different colors and customizations, I think that's a really great option for digital planning. So with that being said, what is your choice? To be honest, starting out, I would have said physical planning, but to be honest, going through all these pros and cons and all these different options, in my personal life, I feel like it just depends on the season I'm in. There are certain times where I just want my physical planner. I want something cute, something handheld that I can write on. But there are other times in my life, like when I first became a mom for the first time, or when I was just going through a really hectic season in my life, or when I was feeling a little bit down and I just didn't want to always have this planner around with me. I always had my phone with me, and I feel like having that kind of encourages you to, you know what, I can at least write some type of list down on my phone, plan something there, and it may just be a little bit easier. So depending on the season you are in life, the type of job you have, make your decision based on that, the different pros and cons we've listed, but don't feel like you have to be bound to just one, okay? But that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what other Planner 101 videos you want to check out, and until next time, we will talk then. Bye.